So, Rook, feel like you're starting to get the hang of things?
Of course you are. You've taken to it like a fish to water, just like Alma and the commander said you would.
Just the same, let's review the key points, and I can fill in some extra details. Blade's top priority right now is to secure missing pieces of the Lifehold. You remember that much. Countless people are frozen in the Lifehold. It's the key to restoring humanity. Up until we ran into the Prone, our biggest concern was that wild indigents would stumble on the Lifehold and damage it somehow. But now there's a more pressing threat, intelligent alien races who are intentionally trying to destroy us. So, our search has new urgency. We need to find and retrieve all of the Lifehold ASAP.
And the best way to do that is by expanding the reach of Frontier Nav. The more probes we can install, the wider we can scan, and the faster we can find bits of the Lifehold.
So our primary focus going forward should be to travel around Mira installing data probes. As many as we can, as fast as we can. I can't stress enough how important this is. You still with me? Good. Then let's move on to the other pressing threat that Blade has to deal with. Hostile indigens. There's no real delicate way to put this. Any wildlife that poses a clear threat must be eliminated. The Lifehold is our future, but we can't ignore the present. We still have our duty to keep New LA safe. And sometimes that duty requires enacting coordinated strikes to solve problems before they can do real harm.
We're the newcomers here, it's true. And they're usually just out to defend their territory. But sometimes it really is them or us. And we have to make sure it's us. Don't get me wrong. It's not like we run out there and light up anything that moves. Only Blade HQ can choose targets, and they tend to keep them strictly to creatures that pose a significant threat to our survival.
In order to contribute to this cause, operatives are asked to form into squads to take on special missions. These squad missions, as we call them, don't get posted to mission control like your other, more typical assignments. Rather, HQ transmits the details directly to all of us at the same time. Basically, they want as many people to know about them ASAP, so they can be taken care of ASAP.
I'm sure you can imagine that these missions aren't your run-of-the-mill little fetch quests. It's not the kind of stuff just one or two Blades could handle on their own. That's why squads can have as many as 32 members.
And it's why we ask members to sign up to a squad beforehand. You can't have Blades playing musical chairs whenever this kind of emergency hits us. But just remember, squad missions are not mandatory. You don't have to drop everything you're doing just to take one on. HQ has no way of knowing what every Blade is up to when these missions arise. If you're busy with something else, they'll understand. They need to trust our collective judgment with these things, and, well, so far so good.
And I think that about covers the basics, right?
Search for the missing pieces of the Lifehold, install data probes to expand Frontier Nav, and take on squad missions when you can to keep us safe. Got all that? Good. We're counting on you.
And briefing adjourned. Thank God.
Alright, well it's getting pretty late, isn't it?
Yeah, let's call it a night.
Oh, Tatsu's so excited to sleep in real bed. Lily can show Tatsu to his room now.
Oh, your room is right over there.
Oh, it's the perfect size for Tatsu. Wait, what? Tatsu know what that is. That refrigerator. We'll go in there to cool off.
I guess you are smarter than you look.
Well, Tatsu's not one to brag, but... wait a minute! Tatsu see what Lily did there!
Hello there everyone, my name is Ulfric and with 3 Dreamcast this more Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles X. Now, I understand that the beginning of this episode was fairly lengthy and there's a ton to talk about. But, let's start this one at a time. One, you know how much thing we've unlocked, and so I'm gonna bring us to the Blade Barracks segment view. Basically, what you're seeing right now is what you will be seeing on your Wii U gamepad. Of course, that's not at the point of the game. As you can see on my minimap, there are a few objectives that are missing comparatively to what we saw. Now, the first thing we want to do is talk to Lin and Alma. Why? Because if you go into our party, you can see on active members that we're the only one, and that's not cool at all. Not everything is awesome, so let's talk to Lin. Cross, hey, you hanging off somewhere? Mind if I tag along? I keep hitting dead ends with my scale flight module project, and it's making my brain start to hurt. I think a little blade work in the great outdoors would just be the thing to clear my head, so how about it? I agree. Now, this is a thing that I both like and dislike a lot in the game. The party system. In one way, it's amazing how it makes you explore the city and how just these people, these party members have something to do, but at the same time, it's just dumb. Because we can have over 5 different party members at this point, which are Gwen, Irina, Dog, Alma, and Lin. And each of these have a particular set of, are particularly somewhere, and during some occasions, they won't appear. Now you may be asking why they won't be there. Simply because they have an affinity talk chat. You have basically a heart-to-heart with them. And that's really sucky, but because sometimes you, unlike its predecessor, Xenoblade Chronicles X, you just cannot change time as you please. You have to let time pass by and or go ahead and go to a bench or something so that you may activate the next. It's really dumb. Now that's it, let's just get a full team going. Of course we have Irina here. Now the other thing that I like about the party system, I might have you know, crap over it for a little bit, but you know, it's fair to say that there are some things that I like. By the way, if you ever see segment recon complete like we just saw by recruiting Lin, Alma, and Irina, it basically means, oh Jesus Christ, she's level 14, that's good. That basically mean that, yeah, you've completed that particular segment. As you can see on your your medium pad, there's gonna be a little shield with a star emblem saying that you basically completed it. Oh boy, there's so much to talk about! How am I gonna do all of this? Now... Oh, crap, there are lots of things. Okay, I definitely gotta do that. As you can see now, one thing that you see after doing chapter 3 is that if you go on the mission control, there's gonna be always a new orders here, which is basically telling you, hey, chapter 4 is ready. You probably knew that, but you can go there if you want to. What? Coldros? Did they really expect you to go to... That is weird, never saw that before. Anyway. What? Oh, there was an important information somewhere. Okay, so that's what it was. Okay, there's so much things to do! Okay. Am I believing? No, oh, I'm missing 6 points. No, whatever. This is an affinity mission here. It's probably not something I can do. And it's not something that I can do. Damn it. Okay, so unfortunately for us, we cannot do chapter 4 quite yet. The weird thing about this game is there are requirements for you to go to a certain mission. Anyway, let's go talk to Eleonora. God, I had a tough time saying this. Hello, Cross. Seems you've already well on your way to making a name for yourself. I've heard stories around Blade headquarters. One day you're out gunning at Sonic Xenos, the next you're adopting a strange walking delicacies. What? But I didn't stop you just to catch up. Commander Venom asked me to brief you for you the next time I saw you. Goddamn, are you familiar with Blade levels? Unfortunately, I am, so you do not need to tell me. As you just saw, you have certain option of certain dialogue boxes that will allow you to gain more affinity between characters. Of course, affinity is something that I've already talked about in battle, but not outside battle, so goddammit, I have to talk about that too. Give me some time and I'll do that in time. You've been starting up, that's good! Then you know how it's like to a better reminder for contribution as a blade. Next up, your division points. Know about those? I sure do. I'm gonna explain them much easier while doing something else, in fact, which is excellent. Excellent, as you say. Then I can skip the detailed explanation. You probably know this, but to advance your blade levels, you have to collect division points, which was I've been doing and I've already explained while we were at the end of chapter 2, I do believe. The good news is that basically any work you do as a blade will net you points. Simple, right? You know what? Let's boast. Lin's having a fun time over here. Someone's confident, but Commander Van may be right in thinking that confidence is yours with yield great things. Why don't you set your sight on a blade level or 2 for now? That should give you an idea what you're up against. Come back and see me once you get that far. I have a special bonus set aside for you. She is entirely right. So come on, really level 2? Let's just accept the mission. You have like no reason not to accept the mission since you have no limits to how many missions you can accept at one time. You can accept over 20 basic missions, but that's basically the only real thing stopping you from getting every single mission. Of course, there are rules that apply to different kind of missions. For example, let me just go grab some division points while I'm at it. I'm gonna explain something in the meantime. God damn it, no, I said run. Okay, there we go. But, essentially, yes, you can, what the hell was I talking about? Okay, there I go. I've collected 2 collectibles, so that's 10 blade points. That seems to be more, actually, 7 points. How the hell does this thing count? It makes no sense! It's 5 points per collectible. I was at 90, 94, and now you're putting me at 7? I mean, not complaining, it's like 13 blade points. It's just weird, man. Unless it gives you 3 additional points per each new collectible you found as a curator, which could be a thing. I don't know. I still don't know what the hell I was talking about. Anyway, let's just go back to Eleonora, and she might have something for us. Alright, there we go. Let's talk to her. If someone has a yellow exclamation point, either on the minimap or on the screen, that means your objective is specifically there. Let's talk to her. Welcome back. Looks like your blade level's gone up, which means it's time for another additional chat. Whenever your blade level increases, pay me a visit. Once I've verified your status, I'm authorized to issue you a fat bonus. So, let's start by getting you a gift of commemorate reaching blade level 2. Congratulations. And from there we get holographic projector added, which is basically comes to, you know, things that you can custom build in your blade barracks, which is weird because it's the barracks of everyone. But yeah. Anyway, that's not the only thing we can have here. By getting a new blade level, the one most important thing you want from it is to level 1 of your skills. There are 3 field skills in total: mechanical, biological, and archaeological, but each is still fairly rudimentary at this point, and you're ready to move beyond that. Well, I've got good news. As a part of your bonus, you can choose to improve one of your field skills, just like I said. You may think it's a little cheap of us to force you one at a time, but believe it or not, it's for your own sake. Forcing too many advanced concepts on a blade at once tends to confuse and overwhelm more to help. Not to mention that if misused, someone could take that expertise, hack the computers of Blade Tower, and endanger all vulnerabilities. That's what the highest tiers of technical skills are reserved for people who have proven themselves trustworthy, those with high blade levels. Alright, enough lecturing, time for the fun part. Which skills I'm boosting today? Fortunately for us, it's mechanical. The one thing I recommend is always level mechanical to level 4 before you tackle any other blade level. Now you may be asking why. I mean, all of them are linked to treasures, and there's just as many archaeological treasures as there are mechanical treasures, so why go for mechanical specifically? Well, placing probes on the map requires different level of mechanical skill, which means that if you want to place as many probes as possible and have access to as many segments of information as possible, and have many fast travel locations to go back to, probing is required and very essential, and mechanical fields don't want to do so. Anyway, here's Christy. Let's talk to her. Looks like she has a mission for us. It's Cross, right? It sure is me, woman. Oh good, I've been looking for you. The name's Christy, with a K. How does that matter? I'm the operations manager from Frontier Nav. Nagy requested that I brief you on the whole Frontier Nav Deal. Sounds good? Well, I'll listen. Exactly, I like your curiosity. Always remember that Frontier Nav connects us to the land. And like there's a Mira, it takes dedication and curiosity to really understand it. So then, first lesson, there are several different types of data probe that can be installed at Frontier Nav probe placement site. It's vital that you keep the desired application in mind because each type of probe yields different effects. What's more, placing the exact same type and grade of data probes in neighborhood size will amplify the effects of each probe. Now, I could sit here and make you listen to a long, drawn-out explanation, but I think it's better if you just try it out one for yourself. So, she has a mission for us. And from that, we shall gain a mining probe G2, a research probe G2, and a storage probe. Now, let's look at the objectives. Install a data probe at Infant Site 114, then change it to a mining probe G1, okay. Install one at FN 112, and install one at FN 116. We haven't gone to those places, so fortunately for you guys, we'll be going to, yeah, I do remember the one in Eastgate Plain. Good, I can see that's where you're on Nagi's shortlist. So if you ever need to verify its exact location, just let's set the segment man with your comm device. It's point out a fair of placement sites and plain east of Westgate so that you can change together in front of that grid. And then install a new probe at each site, okay? But I don't want any probes installed there. You'll need to change them to the same time, so that's how you get the chain application effect. You can change the data probe type using your comm device. Just touch the corresponding site on the segment map. If you select the change probe, you will take a pick from all the unused data probes you got. You do have unused probe. Oh my god, you're talking for a hell of a long time. I get it. I'll explain it. Be faster, easier, and more understandable.
I see.
Now, looks like we have some objectives. Most of them should be primordial. Yeah, okay. So we need to go to 3 FN sites specifically. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna teleport to FN 116 and place data probes on 114 and 1112. Now here we are, FN 116, and luckily for you, it's exploration time, which means we might encounter some crazy wildlife. Actually, we might... Oh, tons of collectible. I am all for that. There's... Oh, god damn it, the Greg sauce. Okay, whatever. Okay, let's go take him down. Unlock on the appendage. Let's focus on the tail. There we go. That guy was fairly easy. Got a Greg's jaded tail for that. Oh, it's weird. We can't see the region. Usually you can see the level 81 tyrants on top of the stone. On the stone thing, just at the side of the moon during daytime. I wish we could see that. There's so many pretty views in this game, so it's just something I'm like, that's cool. You know, that was pretty and I really like it. You know, just something I like. Just go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. Almost everything's pretty in this game. It looks like we're near Roof Rock. No, Roof Rock Z. Yeah, there's so many goddamn places here. The geography of God damn it, this thing's scary. Yeah, here we are on Roof Rock. Okay. The geography of Primordia may be a bit weird, but it's goddamn beautiful. I'll give it that. I mean, would you want to be here? I certainly would. Looks fantastic. Looks like I can activate our mechanical field skill here. I have the hardest time to talk today. For some reason, I just cannot talk with a proper English voice. I just seem to mess it up. And here are skirt tail. Now, one thing that I want to mention is, there's one thing that I'm going to be doing each time we're not on the main story mission or main affinity mission or something along these lines, is I'm always going to be playing online. Why? Simply enough, I don't have time to waste on major events. Not major events, but I don't have much time to spend on really futile grinding. So what I'm gonna do, hey, here's Hephaestus, the Absconder, whatever. I don't want to waste time grinding for absolutely no reason, so playing online gives you reward tickets, which is one of the benefits of playing online. that and the division side effects that you may encounter depending of who you align yourself with. Anywho, so what is that little bonus? So what is the benefits of playing online? Basically, playing online means you can have access to, like I said, reward tickets, and reward tickets allow you to go in the Blade Barracks and gain specific materials if you're lacking some for a specific mission. It's really, really good. And by the way, if you were asking, here's Serene the Loss. I don't know if I should take it on though, I'm only level 9. My party's kinda high level, Irina's kinda the decent level. You know what, I'll go for it. Let me just go to the dating probe. The dating probe? What am I saying? FN Site 114. Let's activate the Son of Gun. Now, with one thing that you may be seeing some effects of is when you plant a probe, you... Wait, what was I going to say? God, I think I lost myself there for a second. That was just not good. Actually, let me just change let me just change probes for a second here. Now, as you can see on the map, you can on your Wii U map, you can just press on the specific site during a probe vision of the whole area. From there, you can just change probe to either a mining probe G1, a research, or a storage, or anything along these lines. For this particular case, I'm just gonna put in a classic mining probe G1. Same thing I'll be doing with FN Site 114. The thing that I'll be doing in all three of them to create a chain of events, chain of things. I don't know how to say it, but basically chaining multiple probe will have greater effects on its uses. So, for example, by having a mining probe, usually that means that you have greater mining total. You gain a greater mining total from that. Well, by having multiple increases its effect by 30%, by having 3 of them linked, and so on and so forth, depending on each one of those. Now, let's go into arts, and let's upgrade someone for Irina, because she has 58 battle points. And yes, battle points carry over for party members that have yet to be used. So, let's see that battle points are shared throughout everyone, basically. If you collect a treasure and it gains you 2 battle points, it's not just for your party, it's for everyone. So that's excessively useful. Give me a minute here. Okay, so I've changed my equipment and gear just a little bit. God damn it, disconnected from the server. So when you're offline, you have the little thing on top left saying, "Hey, you're disconnected for server, idiot." Anyway, let's try and fight Serene the Lost. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Oh god, oh shoot. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god damn it. Okay. I was not ready for this fight. Okay, considering how much the fight was great, we heard anything about Sickle Rock Rise. Sickle Rock Rise, really? That's a landmark of all things. That Sickle? Really? I did not know that. Really? Sickle Rock Rise is just next to Roof Rock, and that's a huh. Huh. Okay, whatever. I mean, I'm going for it. That's appreciable. That was a weird choice of words. I see your treasure. Man, I got them OCD so bad. I'm not ending this episode before I actually do something significant outside of just getting to level 2 Blade. Because goddamn, I know these are really archaeological level 2. Oh, come on. Okay, whatever. I sound like an angsty teen. Although I am kind of still of a teen. I'm only 20, which isn't, that much, but I'm kind of a teen, actually. I have I'm sorry about that. I have the mindset of a teen in some way, and the body of a 20-year-old should be doing something much better with his life. Unfortunately, that's just not the case or where I'm going right now, so who gives a bloody hell? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, just, oh, god damn it. We're not even in the 3rd probe, and just look how long this episode has been. I love this place. I love this place. maybe love... I think I love Mira more as an area than the setting of Xenoblade Chronicles. X is just so good at selling you onto its world and how alien-like it is, and like how wonderfully big and dangerous it is, how much of a wildlife there is, how much you are like in awe at everything inside of you, how large, otherworldly, and just fucking enormous it is. I can't believe someone's able to... The thing is, if you don't know, it's been Northeast Plain. I didn't remember that. That's just an everlasting monster. It's not even Lucia the Eternal. I mean, that shit's still kind of big. The fact that you can just go next to this thing and you can do that, just... god damn it, that's... Makes me have a boner. That's what I'm trying to say. It's kind of wonderful. It's just amazing the way it's developed, and I'm surprised how big the world is. If you don't know, there's been multiple posts online saying how this place is bigger than Fallout 4, well, than Fallout 3, Skyrim, and I believe Shadow of Mordor combined. The world is bigger than those 3 worlds if they were combined. That is an insane world. Do you know how humongous this thing is? Salem Lake. We're discovering tons of areas that I had no idea were areas at all, actually. I mean, I'm not complaining. The more variety there is, the better, but I didn't imagine there were so many. I didn't even know Salem Lake was a lake. To be perfectly honest, it mostly looks like a river at best. Considering I know where it is and it's gonna fall, it just doesn't look that much like a lake to me. Just saying. So much collectibles! I even saw treasure on there. See, that's my OCD kicking in. That's not very good, and I'm not taking much time to explain. Although we've completed the mission now, so we may retreat to Christie after I get that treasure. And after this Kirpo sees me. Please don't see me. You're a sight enemy. I don't want to fight you, because you'll kill me in like no time. Fucking look how big this thing is! Sorry, I'm fanboying there. It's not good. It's not good. Don't see me. Don't see me. Okay, there we go. I don't think I mentioned this, but by having a higher mechanical field skill, that means that you can also click on the probes. When you're installing a probe, you basically have to mash A, but because you are on a how am I trying to say? Because you are higher mechanical field skill, you don't have to mash A as much as possible. You'll see when we'll be level 4, I believe. Each time we install a new probe, instead of going by like 2%, it'll be going about like 15%. So things happens much faster. I forgot to discover the Mimios Maintenance Center. That would have been much easier to just get back to Christie. Anyway, Christie, I've rambled enough. I've lost to Serene the Lost, and I feel bad for myself. What do you have to say for getting me on this mission? Probes are installed and set up in mining probes. Perfect. You work fast. I'm sure that part of what Snaggy sees in you. It was... you know what? It was walking... Oh, really? Nobody liked that? Oh. Maybe Arena didn't. Alright here, rookie. Don't get too big-headed. This stuff should be easy. Try setting a comm device display from Frontier Mode nav. You should see 3 sides circle in red and connected by link lines. That's a 3-site link combo. It boosts the effects of... I've already explained that. 5 neighborhood by 50% and 8 neighborhoods by 80%. And 80% is the maximum amount of proficiency you can get from the probes. So, think you got the hang of all that chaining data probe jazz? I think I do. Alma likes it though. Swift pupils make a teaching pleasure. Well then, I'd say that concludes your first assignment. You can have this research probe by way of reward. Don't say I ever gave you anything. I'll teach you more about the next one. Okay, we'll start the same way. I'll point you to a new frontier nav roadside, and we'll go install a probe. Then use your comm device to change its type to research probe. Then on top of that, I want you to go and find and explore territory known as the Rock Cavern. Good luck. Alright, so what I did is I basically teleported myself to Roof Rock, allowing me to get to this place, which I believe was Roof Rock, but apparently I was wrong because it's not. Can I get on top of this? That'd be awesome if I could. I can! Oh my god, that's so cool! I didn't know you could do that. I'm actually a fan now. God damn, you can access this place much faster than you're supposed to, intended to. I mean, I guess it was intended if it's what designed that way so you can climb it up, but you know, don't break the moments. Even though I'm breaking the immersions, the moments immersion by myself. Don't say I didn't. West Genpath is playing. Jesus Christ, the naming of these places. I have such a hard time for something so unbelievably easy to begin with. Jesus Christ, that's a Nicholas. Not a. Okay, it's a young Nicholas. That's why. Alright, let's install the data probe. There we go. And now let's teleport as closest to Rock Cavern as we can by going to Sickle Rock Rise. Alright, now we should be near. We're still on Sickle Rock Rise, and we should be nearing Rock Cavern as we speak. And god damn, this looks fucking wonderful. As you can see, that level blue thing that ended flying at me there, it's Leviathan, like I said. I've explained it like a few episodes ago how much its naming is really fucking weird and I don't understand it, but you know, Leviathan, that doesn't make any sense, game. Just saying. I think the naming convention of this is fucked up, but you know what they said, shut up. And here we're on Silent Mire. However, that's not where we want to go quite yet. There's a lot of treasure there. I'll be taking that. If no more full comes. Really? Archaeological skill. Whatever. I mean, whatever, man. And now we'll be seeing our first secret area. Welcome to Rock Cavern. Unexplored territories are what are very special regions. Most of them you'll get killed almost immediately if you set foot in them. As you can see, that's a black bladder. And although bladder is fairly easy to take on, it's level 33 and Christy wants you to go in there, while you're most likely only level 10 by this point in the game. If you didn't fuck anything up. So yeah, it's just, this place is something else. I'll say it like this. I was kind of lucky. I got a California sunset right off the bat. That's needed for a mission later on. Spreading collectibles. You know what? I don't really have time for this. Another California sunset. Jesus Christ. Alright, Christy. I'm back. I've done everything you wanted. So how about you tell me my final reward? Welcome back, Cross. The Rock Cavern looks like a pretty mystical place. Folks here in town were all blown away by it. Hey, you seem curious, how could you have seen it without leaving New LA? Well, by accessing the research probe you've installed, we can view its data. It's a mass for the civilian living here, and that's the only way of learning about the outside world. Okay, the probes you're installing are just a way to track down parts of the wider world life hold. Sure, they serve as a source of hope for the future, but they're also helping people here. I hope you underscore just how important your work here. Make sense? Yeah, sure. I like the fire in your eyes. Oh, and you also receive sightseeing profits, and a lot of people access your research program. New blades needs also recording little story income never heard. Discovering unexplored territories like the Rock Cavern give lots of people to access to your research program, so keep an eye out for them. What else am I forgetting? Ah, you install more probes. Uranium mining shells will so you may eventually reach the limit of how much uranium you can hold. In that case, you get special data probe known as storage probe. You can help raise the limit of how much uranium you can store. Let me give you one of them as thanks for showing me the unexplored area I wouldn't have seen otherwise. Now we've completed the mission. Results: you've learned about Lin combos and research probe. Even though I already know about this, you just made the mission longer. Just remember that, like any data probe, simply carrying around that storage probe won't do you any good. you'll need to put it in actual use to access the command first frontier NAS site to change the install probe to storage probe. Whew, that should cover the basics. When more in the frontier nav things to come across my desk, I'll be sure to send them your way. Each one spreads our routes into Mira that much farther. And we've now completed segment recon, we've leveled up, and I'll put the storage probe just for the sake of it because that's a actual good thing to do. Actually, let me put that at C-Swept Rise. Where's my... okay, there we go, storage probe. And from there we now have a limit of over 3,000 uranium we can possibly mine. Which is, you know, kinda good. And with all that done, everyone, I'm gonna end it here. Because this episode is already long enough and we need to do multiple missions just to get to another point. And I also want to do some affinity missions before going into chapter 4. With all that done, thank you for watching. My name is Overgamer3 and I'll see you all next time.
1, 2, 3, 4.